Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I just wanted to talk about the newest Ninjago Dragon's Rising installment that we got, the Season 4 Part 1, 10 episodes. They are out in English now, so you can go and watch them as well. I watched the whole 10 episodes a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to make a video about the season and sharing my thoughts about it, what I liked and what I didn't really like, and what I thought about it in general. Before I get into any of the stuff that I want to talk about, I have to warn you guys, I will share my opinion on everything that happened here, so this is a spoiler video. If you haven't watched the new season, please go ahead and watch the first 10 episodes. I think you're gonna like them, and then you can go ahead and watch my newest video. So yeah, big spoiler warning again, and now let's get into the video. So at first, I guess my first thoughts are that this was a really nice first part of the season, and I guess a really nice new chapter of the Dragon's Rising series. I think it's a nice continuation of the series as well. I think they gave some nice conclusions, I guess, to some questions or some characters, and some characters really got nice development here. Also, we got content for like every ninja character in this season, which is really great. Because one of my problems with Dragon's Rising in the past season was like that some characters didn't really have screen time or anything to do. So yeah, I think here every character had its moment and they all got a chance to shine. And yeah, I think it's a solid like 8 out of 10 for a chapter of the Dragon's Rising series, I guess. But I think I liked more season 2 and season 3, guys. And I know it's not really comparable, I guess, with the other ones because it's the first half of a season, but I think the season 2 and season 3 were a lot better in both their chapters. But I think this is a solid, really like fresh and great continuation of the series, I think. It may grow on me if I rewatch it again or something. So now I'm going to share my thoughts about like anything, everything I guess that happened. This is like an essay video. I have some notes written down when I watched the series, and yeah, I'm just going to share my thoughts on like everything that happened here. And I'm going to be starting off with the things that I liked from this season. So first up, I need to talk about this new intro, guys. I really love the Ninjago intros, and the Dragon's Rising ones are really amazing all the time, but this one, guys, was perfect in my opinion. I think remixing the Weekend Whip with the Dragon's Rising theme was a really smart choice, also for their 15th anniversary this year. A huge A plus for me for that, and I think the whole intro looks amazing, guys. I love how its character is shown here and how they are fighting the monsters. It's amazing. I love this intro, guys. I love the new remix. I need to see like the whole version of it on YouTube. Please Lego give it to us. And yeah, I just watched it for 10 times because I didn't want to skip it. It's such a good intro. Now, in this season, as we already knew from the last one, the ninjas are kind of split into groups. So Lloyd and Erin ended up in a like forest, I guess the Whispering Woods area, alongside with Euphrasia, which she wasn't really appeared in that last scene of season 3, but I guess the writers wanted it here as well here. And also Zane came at the moment, I guess, there as well. The other group is with Wildfire, Sora, and Frag, which end up in like a really weird place. I'm going to be talking about it later, but yeah, I didn't expect it to be that weird. And Kai, Nia, and Jay are at another really weird place, guys. So these are the three main groups, and we also have like Cole on his own in the monastery and having a mission later in the season. So the first group that I talked about, the Lloyd and Erin and Euphrasia one, I think it was a really nice group. I think the Whispering Woods, it's a really amazing location. I loved it, and I think it's my favorite location, I guess new location from the season. I love the graphics and all the environment looked amazing. The trees, the treehouse also. I can't believe we got like a first treehouse set from Ninjago this year, and it wasn't anything like special because that treehouse on the show looked amazing, guys. And yeah, that set could be much better, guys. I think Lego really missed an opportunity giving us a nice, big, amazing looking location from the Whispering Woods. And it will go really well with the Dragon of Life set as well. So yeah, Lloyd here, I think it's his season, in my opinion. I think he had the most character development of all the other characters, and he had the most screen time of all. And some might say that Lloyd doesn't really need any more character development because, guys, from January to now, I like rewatched all of Ninjago for the 15th anniversary, and I think Lloyd really shined in every season, guys. For like the first 10 season, Lloyd was the main character, guys, and I was glad in the Wild Brain era where they didn't give him really much that attention, I guess, except for Crystallized. But yeah, it seems like they wanted to give him more attention here. And like explaining some of his past, they try to explain here the messed up aging that he had as a child, drinking that tea in the second season of Ninjago, where he became like older and escaped his teenage years. So that was a really interesting kind of move. I didn't ever expect to talk about, I guess, the tea that Lloyd drank in season 2 of Ninjago. So that was a pretty interesting thing to me in this season. That Dragon of Life, and where he told them that they are more Green Ninja, and he blamed him for being irresponsible for the forest, I guess, and that kind of stuff. I guess it was interesting. I was a bit bummed about not really explaining the more Green Ninja thing and the more than one true potential thing. Because the dragon said it and we never really talked about it. But overall, I liked Lloyd's journey here. I think throughout the season, he had a really nice character development. I liked all his scenes, I guess, especially the ones where he went for the ritual, for the Green Ninja stuff. And I really liked the episode where he faced his dark self, which is like himself, because he wanted to find out his greatest enemy and he was himself. So that was a great episode, guys, and a great like scene for Lloyd. I was really impressed how they used his dark kind of self to show him like he had some negative thoughts and feelings, and we saw Lloyd also suffer from this kind of feelings in season 2 and season 3 as well, where he like didn't really feel like he was a true leader, or he was blaming himself for Arin. So yeah, that was a really interesting scene and a really amazing one. I totally relate to Lloyd, and I like how it came out and how he also like discovered his dragon form, which I really love, and I really liked how they actually like deepened their voices when they used dragon form. I don't know why they did that, but it was really interesting for me. So Sam Vincent sounded more like deep and serious in Lloyd's dragon form, which is amazing to me. So yeah, Lloyd was very nice in this season. It was really interesting seeing his journey, and I want to see more of him and explain the more Green Ninja stuff and the more than one true potential stuff in the second part or something, because that was like one thing that I didn't really like. In that group as well was Arin and Euphrasia, which I really loved both of them. They didn't really have anything like going on except the hint of a romantic kind of relationship that they're going for, which I really love. I didn't really thought about it, and I haven't really shipped Arin with anyone or Sora, but I haven't really thought about shipping Arin with anyone in the show. And yeah, the show hinted that there might be like a love kind of thing going on for both of them. They seemed pretty fond of each other, and I think they like really like each other, guys. And I don't know where this came from, because we haven't really gotten a hint at them liking each other from the past 3 seasons. But I guess it's a nice, like, new kind of thing that they did, and yeah, I like this one, and I really ship them, guys. I really love their scenes together, and how he like grabbed her when she fell off. She used like air powers for a bit, and then she fell. So he grabbed her, and they looked at each other. I think that was a really nice scene, and yeah, I really love the dynamic together. I think they are really nice match, guys. And I think she really likes him. She clearly respects him and she really loves his personality, I guess. So yeah, I can't wait to see how this is going to go, I guess. They are a really nice couple to me. And I totally ship them from now on. In this group as well, Zane like came at some point in a battle that they have, and he was around with them. So we saw Zane again in this season, and I really liked Zane here as well. They really made him more like chill, more like human, I guess. He said some words like chill, and yeah, he even like, I don't know, he kind of talked a bit different, I think, in this season because of his trip with Pixel from the last one. And I also really liked his like painting kind of advice that he gave Lloyd. I really liked that scene as well, and it really helped Lloyd out to like focus on his task. And yeah, I really liked Zane here. I think it had an interesting new perspective of him. So yeah, that was the first group, and the next group was with Frak, Wildfire, and Sora, and also Ryu. And at first, they all ended up in like a really like peaceful kind of area, which is actually where the Shadow Dojo is located, guys, but they didn't really see it. They just like wandered around. And yeah, guys, it was a pretty nice place, but it was really weird, guys. For some reason, Wildfire and Ryu weren't really affected, but that place kind of had, I don't know what, they didn't explain it, but somehow Sora and Frag were a bit out of their mind right there. They kind of like wished for things and they suddenly appeared. And yeah, we had like a sequence with Sora and many cats all around here because she like felt safe around them, and like Frag found a pie bush, which was pretty funny. And yeah, Wildfire kind of wanted to help them, I guess. And yeah, they ended up in another kind of town, which I don't really remember the name of right now, guys. And that environment to me, guys, I don't know why, but it was so, I don't know, tasteless. It was so boring and so dark and moody looking. It was moody. That's the word that I'm trying to say. It was so moody, and it was like one of the worst environments that I saw in Ninjago. The three of them and Ryu had like these colorful clothes, and they looked so out of place in that place. I don't know why they did that. I guess it's a moody town. The citizens there were like scared, and yeah, it had some sort of a medieval kind of thing, which is interesting if you think about it, but to me it was an okay kind of place. And there we found out the Explorers Club kind of party, which in that party was also Frag's dad, which was a really interesting kind of move for the writers because it really gave the character development to Frag that we desperately needed from the last season because we didn't really see much of him, I think. And yeah, Frag's dad, guys, it's a mess. He's not a very nice dad. I don't really like him, guys. He's so mean and so selfish, I think. And yeah, it has so many scenes with him where he was such a jerk, guys. I don't really like him. I guess he trying to explain himself in some way, but I don't really like him, guys. And I think Frank is a really nice character. I liked him even more in this season because we saw like his perspective, and yeah, I think he's such a nice character. I also can really relate to him as well. And yeah, I have such a huge respect for him from now on, and I really want to see more of him now. I think he's such a nice character, and I really liked his relationship with Sora right here. They kind of talked about their parents, and I liked their dynamic in this season as well. They didn't really focus on the romantic stuff this time. They like focused on building up their relationship and what they know about each other and how they care about each other, I guess. So that was really nice to see as well. And Wildfire here was Wildfire. I think she didn't really have a character development in this season. She was just there. And yeah, if you like her, I think you're gonna love her scenes. She had some amazing one, and I think she's a nice character. I'm really starting to like her. I didn't like her in the first season, but from the second season onwards, I think she's a really nice character, and she starts to become more like mature, and yeah, I like how she grows, I guess. Ryu was also with them, and Ryu did have character development, guys, this season. I guess it's because of his set as well, where he was like older. But yeah, we saw Ryu like dying in this season, which was pretty cruel and pretty sad. We saw like a connection with Ronto as well, which she also was in the monastery, and she was also like dying because of what Raz did to her in the previous season as well. Also, side note, I loved Ronto's like scene with Igalt, where they meet it up in the spectral lands. We also saw more of there. It was an amazing scene. I loved it, and I like how she came back to life, I guess. And yeah, back to Ryu now. I really liked him, guys, and I was really sad for what's going to happen, but I knew that had something to do with his new form. And I was absolutely right, guys. We saw Sora really did her thing right there, and he saved him at the end. And for some reason, Ryu like absolutely transformed into a more bigger version of himself, and he's a full dragon ninja now, guys. He also can do spinjitzu, which is crazy. We saw that in the last like episode. And yeah, he also had like a battle with one of the monsters. I really loved him. I think this is such a nice like character development for him, and I want to see more of him now, guys. And I now want to get the new Ryu set, even though the jaw is not that great, but I need his bigger version now. I think he's such a cool ninja dragon, guys. And yeah, I loved his scene as well. So that was another group, and the other ones were Kai, Jay, and Nia. And for some freaking reason, they ended up in a really creepy and weird place, guys. I didn't know how they ended up there, but for some reason, the monastery gate that they went up through, it ended up in a stomach of a giant monster, beast kind of thing. And it was so disgusting looking, guys. I don't know. I was so confused with their first scenes because the thought about like the night and how they waited for the sun to came up, but the sun never came up, so they went to like find their way out of there, I guess, and they spotted some of these disgusting like flying, I don't know, squids. I guess they're so disgusting looking, and they had a whole bunch of fighting scenes there together. So yeah, I was pretty confused about that. They ended up getting away, getting out, I guess, from the beast, and then went for the administration. So I really liked Jay in this season, guys. I think he also had a really nice character development, and I think the story for him was really nicely written. I really like his administration kind of scenes that we saw, and for some reason the administration like erased his memories or blocked them. I don't know why. That guy as well, where he pretended to be his best friend or something, was really creepy, and he told him that he don't understand. And yeah, they didn't really explain that much of that part either. But I liked how Jay confronted him and like threatened him with his nunchucks, I think, in his chair. I really like this scene as well. I really like Jay here, guys. I so like miss so much Jay after seeing all these seasons. And yeah, I didn't really know how much I missed Jay, but I did really miss him, guys. I think he's such a nice character. He's such a cool hero, and I loved him in this season, and I love him so much. The scene where they try to get his memories back is also really interesting because for the first time that he sat like on the chair and said to Nia to do her thing, Nia was like, "This could hurt you or erase your memories or give you like amnesia forever," and that was so tragic for me. I was so scared, guys. I thought for some reason that they were going to do something really harmful to him and they wouldn't succeed. So I was so pleased when I saw the sequence where his memories were back. I think that was such a nice sequence. I love how they used like all different images from the last like 15 seasons for Jay. It was so amazing checking them all out. It was so heartwarming and like seeing them all colored. I guess again that's like the sequence that they did there. It was one of my favorite moments from this season, and I really liked his reaction when he remembered like so many things and how he kissed Nia and how they kept kissing for like an eternity, I guess, for Kai, I guess. They didn't really stop kissing, which was so sweet. I love both of them so much. They are like my favorite couple. They're so nice for each other. They care so much about each other. I love Nia here as well. She and Kai were so sweet to him. They told him that he didn't really knew new memories. They could make more new memories together now that they are back. But yeah, it was so disturbing and so sad seeing Jay being so bummed about his memory loss. And yeah, I was so sad for him. And I was so happy where the sequence happened. And he now has his memories back. I guess most of them, because throughout the episodes, they kind of shown that he remembered more stuff, which was kind of hilarious. He remembered like sad stuff, so he started crying, and then he remembered like really funny stuff, and he started laughing. So yeah, I really liked all of them in this season as well. Cole was also really nice here, guys. I really loved how they gave him so much new scenes. I also really liked his new golem form. It was a bit different than the first season did, and I like how he powered up by touching the piece of the weapon that Beatrix was like building. And yeah, I really liked Cole as well here. I think he's such a nice character, and I love seeing more of him. We also saw Mr. Frohike, I guess. Gio was also for a couple of scenes as well. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I think Gio's voice actor made Gio's voice a bit lower this time, which I don't know if it had anything to do with like the battle with Raz thing or if they did that for any other reason, but I remember Gio's voice being a bit higher than this season's voice. We also saw Erin's parents, I guess, for a scene of them together, which was really nice as well. And yeah, that was about it, I think, for the good guys. Now, the villains. The main villains, I guess, were Beatrix and Dr. LaRoe. and they had this army of monsters, which are made of like elemental energy. Because some of the source dragons, as we saw in the first scene of the new series, like gave up on world or something like that. So that's why the ninja's powers were like messed up. And yeah, that's how the elemental masters like came. I think they're a nice army. I liked their designs, I guess. They are greatly captured from the minifigures as well. I don't have anything really major to say about them. I like their designs and their powers. I think it's a nice army, I guess. And now I think I'm going to the things that I didn't like kind of section of the video, and that's the return of Beatrix and Dr. Leroux. And guys, that's why I think this season like really like lost me, I guess. It didn't lose me. I really liked it as I said in the beginning, but I didn't like the return of Beatrix and Dr. Leroux, guys. I don't think they needed to come back. I don't think they had a reason to come back. I think where we left them in the first season was a pretty like acceptable spot. Beatrix is a really boring villain to me, I guess. I recently rewatched like the first Dragon's Rising season, and yeah, I don't think she's that great. She killed her father and she made some bad stuff because I think she's crazy, guys. And we didn't really see like a character development or a different motive for her this season. She just wanted like revenge and take her throne back again and defeat the ninja. That's everything that she wanted in the first season, and that's everything that she wants now. So yeah, I don't think this was a really nice choice. I would love a new villain here. I think a new villain controlling these monsters and getting the pieces to create the weapon that Beatrix had were going to be a really nice new thing. But the writers like decided to bring her back in like a new form, which I also don't really care about. They also kind of reference the Legends monstrosity line here as well, with the realm of monsters here, and how she was like trapped there and tried to escape, and she became like this. But yeah, I don't care about this stuff, guys. I think if they really wanted to show us where she went, they could do that in the Monstrosity series, in the newest like series of episodes that they're going to do at some point. They could have her in there and explain there what happened after season one and how she became like that, and like throw some ninja characters in the Monstrosity series as well and defeat her there. I don't think it was a really nice writing decision to bring her back, and I don't care about her. Dr. Leroux here is also like boring, and she's also the same as season one. And I think it's crazy to think about the last scene where she said that, yes, I know that Beatrix is crazy, but I thought the weapon man it, like gave her some sense or some sort of that stuff, or she could have like controlled her anchor. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't care about them, guys, and I don't think they were nice like comebacks and villains. And I also don't think that anyone like missed them or something because they appeared on the first season of Dragon's Rising, and yes, it shows that the writers like want to make the show feel connected, so they don't bring back like Cracks and Acronics being the leaders here or something like that. They bring back like Beatrix to explain what happened after the first season as well. So yeah, I think that's my major complaint about this season. I don't like Beatrix and Leroux back. I wanted a new villain or Raz here. Which yeah, another complaint I think is Raz in this season, which he was nowhere to be found except the last season, a last episode scene that he had where he came out from the portal gate and he had like a third dragon icon, and he said to his master that he collected another one. And we also saw the amazing Shadow Dojo as well. But yeah, other than that, we didn't really see how he got it or what he did to get it or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know why they made that decision as well. I guess they wanted to focus on the good guys more in this season, guys, and give a closure, I guess, to Jay's kind of story that he had, and also kind of explaining more of Lloyd's past and gave him more character development, and also Frag and his character development. And I think that's everything that I have to say about this season. Now, Lego talking and set talking. I think we got a decent line of sets. I like how they are represented here. I think they are all in the season except for guys like Small Mech and also Kai's bike from the Treehouse set. So that set is now more dumber than ever, I guess. But yeah, I liked how they used even Jay's vehicle, and Cole's new form looks amazing on the show. I would love to get like a bigger version or a more beefier version of him in a set form, because the set that we got right now is a bit skinny looking and basic looking, I guess. Ryu here looks amazing in the show, and in the set form, as I already said in some of my other videos, I don't really like the jaw, guys, and in the show, Ryu's head also looks really like grown up now, and they could definitely make a new mold for us guys, but Lego decided to not do it, so yeah, I blame them for that. I think such a major character like Ryu deserved a new head mold for this version of him. Zane's helicopter from the treehouse set is also there, and as I said, the treehouse set could have been so much better, guys, without like, I don't even care about the helicopter. Just throw the helicopter off and like make a really nice $80 kind of treehouse set full of foliage and a really nice structure and some water and plants all over. It could have been such a nice set, guys. And it could also include some of the smaller kind of, I don't know what these were, but in the Whispering Woods there were like these tiny guys that they all had weapons, and yeah, the treehouse set could also include some of these as well. Also, the dragon forms of the ninja are super cool, but I think in the minifigure form, if they used like transparent colors for some of the parts, I think they could look a bit better than they look now. But I like the minifigures, and yeah, I like them in the show as well. Only Cole didn't have like a dragon's form, but that's okay. One thing that I forgot to talk about is Sora's parents coming in the end at the monastery. I don't know where this is going, but I need to find out now. I think we're going to have some more drama with these guys in the next part. And they were also loyalists, which, yeah, they obviously are. So I think that was about everything that I had to say in this video, guys. I give this part an 8 out of 10. I think this was a really nice like new chapter for Ninjago Dragons Rising. I liked most of the stuff right here. I don't really care about Beatrix and Laro here, and also Imperium as well. I think we can leave like Imperium behind. We don't really like to visit this place anymore. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty nice, fun, and really like exciting new chapter for Ninjago Dragons Rising. I want to see how this series is going to be continuing in the summer as well. I also want to see what vibe are we going to get in the summer as well. I'm excited for that. I think we're going to get more elemental masters because we saw like the earth and the ice ones on the show, and we don't have them in minifigures. So I think they're going to come up in the summer as well. And yeah, I'm excited for the future. Dragon's Rising is a really amazing show. I love how deep it is and how mature and well written it is, guys. I think the writers do such an amazing job with the show. Again, some writing decisions are questionable, but overall they do an amazing job. So congratulations to them and the Lego designers as well and the whole Ninjago team. I can't wait for part 2 and everything that is going to happen there as well. So that was my video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please tell me in the comments below if you saw the new season as well, and share your thoughts and opinions down there as well. I love talking to you, and I answer to all your comments. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more Ninjago news and content. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a nice day. Bye. Oh, and another thing that I didn't talk about. Poor Gwick.